Land, domestic air and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 9th episode of Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner. My name is Junay Rabe, and I am the founder and CEO of Aja Deliveries, a delivery concierge service, and of course, your resident host here at Supreme TV. I am super excited because it's our first episode for the year. I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season, and now we're back on track, and we're excited to hear about our business owners today. So every Wednesday night, so if it's your first time to watch, every Wednesday night here in Supreme TV, what we do is we feature different businesses, and at the same time, binubuksan po natin ang mga puso ng ating mga business owners. By it, we mean that they will share to us their heartaches, their struggles of running a business, all their challenges, obstacles, and of course, also their wins and accomplishments. So, our show is an avenue for business owners and also aspiring business owners to exchange ideas and learn best practices and tips which you can apply to your businesses later on. So, again, welcome to Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so that your business can be supreme. I know that some of you have read our post about our confession statement tonight, but I'm going to read it again. Tonight's confession statement is Niligawan, Sinuyo, Tapos hindi naman pala mapupunta sa'yo. O, di ba? Naramdaman nyo na ba yun? Is this about dating? No, now we're not talking about dating tonight, but I do have some handsome gentlemen as our guests tonight. But what we're going to talk about are about quality clients. So, have you ever gotten to a point where you spent so much time on one potential client only to realize that you wasted all your efforts on a non-ideal client? Yan ang malalaman natin lahat tonight. Excited na ba kayo? But before that, before we introduce our two guests tonight, we will present to you first the business hacks for this week. So, again, if it's your first time to watch this episode, the business hacks portion is the part of our show where we share to you business core values, which you can apply to your businesses or your personal lives. And tonight, I'd like to call in Mr. Aldrich De Leon.
Hello. Good evening to everyone. So I hope everyone has eaten their dinner. So for today's business hack, I'm going to talking about how thinking backwards can help you move forward. Diba? It may seem like it's counterproductive, but I'll explain for you to get the gist. All right? So hold on. Yes. So of course, we are always advised to always move forward to become successful. But today, we will learn how thinking backwards can help you move forward. So what happens here is usually people always tend to look forward, but at times it's really helpful to look backwards to see what went wrong for you in the past, how you can remedy it, how you can think of a new strategy to tackle your goal wherein you were previously unsuccessful. So that kind of thinking can make you move forward even further. Okay? So let's talk about the after action review. So the US Army has this thinking process called the after action review. It was first developed in 1981. So what happens here is after every battle, engagement, war, confrontation, the US Army always makes sure to have an after action review. So what do they do there? So they do there is they look back on what they did on that battle plan or war. They check when they have lost more men than they should, or else they could have gone another route to surprise or ambush the enemy, or they could have used different weapons, more efficient weapons. So that's what they do on a daily basis, and that's how they improve their combat efficiency and performance. So in the same way, we can apply it the same thinking to improve on life and business, right? So let's go to the first step. We have four stages. So stage one, state what you want to happen. Start by thinking, what is your goal last 2020? So last year, 2020, it was very, very hard for all business owners. So for example, everyone has fewer clients, was surprised by the lockdowns, or they were forced to close down their business. So maybe their goals weren't realized because of the pandemic. So of course, when we look to the future, we must state a goal. So that's the importance of stating a goal. So it should also consist of having different areas of your business, not just financial. Because actually, we do have 10 domains that we should take into account. So aside from financial, we have spiritual, intellectual, emotional, physical, marital, parental, social, vocational, and financial. So you must take into account all of these domains in order to have a concrete goal for this year. And if you have if you have a target and if you consider all of these things, you will have a very good goal. Okay. So ask yourself how you saw the year going, and once you've considered all of these 10 goals, then you have a better idea on what to achieve next. Okay. So next step, acknowledge what actually happened. So what was the gap between your desired goal and actual outcome? So for example, your goal last year was to reach 20 million revenue in sales, but you only reached 5 million and you are left with 15 million short of your goal. So what happens is you have to be honest with yourself. You have to acknowledge what went wrong, what really happened. Because if you go back and you can see what went wrong, you can make the necessary adjustments for you to improve the next time. And if you're honest with yourself and if you acknowledge your mistake, you're wrong, it's not always about acknowledging wins in our businesses. It's also acknowledging where what went wrong, what strategies didn't work out for the COVID-19, what marketing efforts that should have been done instead of our traditional marketing efforts. So those things. Acknowledge what actually happened for your better improvement. Okay? So next step, second to the last one, learn from the experience. So those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. So distill the lessons from your experience so they can serve as tools moving forward. So learn every single thing. So even Michael Jordan, he practiced each and every single day until he became really good at basketball. So he learned from experience. So going back to Michael Jordan, it took him around 7 years. They lost to the Pistons a couple of times before they finally won and get over the hump. So Michael Jordan learned from experience and applied it for the betterment of his performance. Okay? So example for our businesses, we might be having a cash flow problem because we failed to make time for social media marketing. Later Seth can talk more about that. So right now it's a digital age. Alibaba, Lazada, Shopee. So of course we also use Facebook platforms, digital platforms. Say you still stuck to your old traditional marketing efforts. So it was a lost opportunity for you, and you should have learned from experience and apply digital marketing for the next year. Okay. So the last stage is adjust your behavior. So what do I mean by this? If something in your beliefs and behaviors actually had a bearing on what happened for this year on the failure, you have to adjust your behavior. So for example, simple things actually, like of course waking up a little earlier, having more sleeping time, or even finding new marketing mediums for you to undertake. So that will be very effective for your business. You have to adjust your behavior. You must not be set in your way of thinking. You have to adapt because the world is slowly adapting. So it's changing each and every single day, and we must learn how to adapt with it. So we must adjust our behavior to reflect the latest patterns. Okay? But improvement doesn't just happen. So we have to make it yourself. No one can do it for you. So improvement must start with you. Take a look at your current business practices and see how you can apply better. See what you can change, what behavior you can change, what preference, what tendencies, what attitudes you can change for the better. Because our goal for 2020 was just to survive. Most businesses has had this goal. Most businesses had to lay off their employees. So you learn from it and you adjust your behavior. And come 2021, I'm sure all of us will be able to recover our sales where they were during the pre-COVID pandemic and even better. And maybe we can find more opportunities for our business. All right. So what did Albert Einstein said? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So as I have said in the previous slide, we must learn how to adapt. We must learn how to change along with the times for us to have a better chance of penetrating the new market, the new trends, the new transactions that we want for us to be able to experience for 2021. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Aldrich. That was very educational, and it only means that there is still a chance. We just have to make the necessary adjustments so we can reach to our goal. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to the main highlight of our show, wherein I bring in two handsome gentlemen who are business owners who have also been very successful during this time of the pandemic. Please welcome Mr. Seth Taglina.
Hi, good evening with you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm Seth Taglino. I'm the CEO and founder of Motion Cabin. Motion Cabin is a digital marketing company and a creative company based in Makati.
Okay, thank you. Our second guest, let's welcome Nico Sevilla.
Hello. Hi, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. So, I'm Nico Sevilla. I'm the owner of Pauline's Printing. We provide various printing services from calling cards, invitations, and stickers to tarpaulins, shirts, and UV printing. And we're located at Pergola Mall in BF Homes, Parañaque.
Okay, so to all our viewers, if you have any questions or you want to share something related to our topic, of course, you're welcome to join in the conversation. Please write it or post it in the chat box so that we can read it during the show. Okay, so good evening to you, wonderful gentlemen. Welcome to Supreme TV. Are
Good
you
evening.
happy to be here tonight?
Yes, nagsuklay ako today.
Very
Let's go
happy.
din.
Yeah, well, you guys are opening the season because you guys are very first guests.
Feel so
'Di ba? Sabi ko
special.
nga, Supreme TV is about being, you know, confession. So, kailangan medyo casual, like bringing out the real side of you. And the two of you look so, dashing. Parang ang serious natin today.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get down to our topic. Okay, and it's all about finding quality clients. So I read a while ago our confession statement wherein niligawan mo, sinuyo mo, lahat na ng klaseng ah, paglalambing or pagpe-present ng magandang bagay ginawa mo sa client. And later on realizing na one, hindi pala siya yung ideal client mo. Two, nasayang lang ang lahat ng effort at pagod mo sa client na yun. Have you ever experienced this? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
totally.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, yes. So hindi lang sa mga niligawan yun, no?
Hindi, si Seth, sinagot natin eh.
Sinagot na pala kayo pareho, so okay na. Quality na,
Mhm.
quality. Okay,
Quality.
Okay na.
so, oo nga pala, mga viewers, hindi na po sila single, taken na po sila pareho. So, okay.
We're sorry, we're sorry.
So so tell us about the experience because this show kasi is being watched by people who are business owners. So some are baguhan pa lang na business owners, yung iba medyo matagal na pero experiencing challenges. So we want to show them or to share to them kung ano ba yung mga pinagdaanan nyo na na-realize nyo na hindi pala worth it yung pag-effort nyo sa client na yun. So we wanna talk about these pain points, yung mga sakit. Ewan ko umiyak ba kayo, nagalit ba kayo, ganyan. Yan, tell us all about it. So maybe we can start with Nico.
Okay. We started the business way back in 2016. We tried to get, syempre, aim high. So we went for big
Aim
corporate
high Pasay.
clients. Yes. Yeah. We tried to go for big clients. Like I think we went to McDonald's, Titan, Conception Industries, big companies like that. But it's kind of hard to go to those companies because but they're too big. I mean, for us. So parang as much as we want to get them, parang syempre they ask for quotations and canvas for syempre pricing, and it's hard to compete with maybe bigger and more established printing businesses already, and we couldn't compete with the prices and the payment terms. Minsan 30, 60 days yun. Tas when they order bot, tapos payment terms matagal. So parang yung investment mo, yung money mo, naghang
Naipon
siya
na.
doon.
Right.
Yes. Oh, so medyo mahirap siyang pasukin. Ayun. Yun
So
for
you mean to say that when the business started, you were already thinking that you want to aim high nga. So
yes, yes.
mga like in the first few months pa lang of your business,
Yes,
that's it.
because yes, yes. We tried to through connections na do you know someone from this company? Tas yeah, sige, I'll give you contact details
Right.
of the purchasing. Tapos kayo na
Right.
bahala. Then when you go there, they also have a lot of requirements pala. Like you have to fill out this form na basta ang haba nung form na yon just to
Parang
be certified.
certificate,
Just to be a
or
yes, just
accredited.
accredited, exactly. To be
Yeah.
an accredited supplier. So they ask you there, previous clients, what can you provide,
Ay,
ganyan.
bago
So
ka pa nga lang, 'di ba? So, ano
yes,
ilalagay
so
mo?
yeah, so yung while I was filling up the form, parang malalagay ko dito. Di yun, ayun, hindi, ang hirap niya i-fill up kasi wala akong masagot dun sa iba, lalo na yung previous clients na I'm guessing they're looking for other big companies na ilalagay ko doon to see that I'm trustworthy. So, ayun, it's kind of hard.
So that was very hard. So, but my curious question there is, how long or how much effort have you put in before you realize na parang, oh, wait lang, parang wrong strategy ako dito?
Mm,
Parang gaano katagal muna? Siyempre, yun, okay, nakuha na ako ng connection. Tapos
mm,
nag-send ka na ng email, ganyan. So, mga
mm.
gaano katagal yung process mo nun?
Siguro a few months din, give or take.
Months din.
Yeah, so mga, di naman sobrang tagal, like mga 3 to 4 months. Mga ganun lang. Tapos parang I realized na, okay, this is not the right path to go to for now. Because
Yes,
yun nga, hindi pa namin kaya i-provide yung needs nila. Yun.
right. Yeah.
So, give or take a few months din. Medyo nasaktan ako.
Sakit, sakit. Okay, okay. Thank you, Nico. Okay, how about you, Seth? Naka-mute si Seth.
Yeah,
Yan, okay.
it's the way now. Yeah.
Take two.
So yeah, I believe one of the most pain points of most of the business owners, especially those startups and small to medium enterprise, is finding quality clients talaga. And then for me, I started my business when I was 21, and then ang
Wow,
pinaka
21.
yeah.
Nahiya
Yeah,
naman kami sa age namin.
ang pinakamahirap sa part ko is I started young, and most of the corporations are looking for someone that has credibility, accountability. But if you started young, medyo less yung tiwala nila sa'yo because they may ask you if kaya mo ba talaga yung project na ibibigay namin sa inyo.
Right.
So one of the most hardest thing nung naranasan ko when I was starting the company. And I also experienced, maybe some of the viewers can really relate to this. There is a client, a prospect, and then he set up a meeting for us. And then parang nag-drive pa ako ng around 2 hours. I wake up early in the morning and I prepared the proposal for about a week. I studied it, created a case study about it. And then when we arrive at the restaurant that we're going, nakain na kami that time, and then parang nararamdaman ko medyo negative vibes yung client. Parang as a business owner, mararamdaman mo if magkoconnect kayong dalawa. So gine-gauge mo rin dapat yung attitude ng client before accepting. So what I did is I declined that client because yun, parang hindi ko siya kaya i-take kasi the more stress that I have, the more papalpak yung project. So yeah. And then
Okay, wait. Pause muna. Interesting point. You said ikaw na ang nag-decline sa kanya. Tama?
yeah.
At,
Yeah.
okay, why did you decline him and at what point did you realize na dapat i-decline mo siya?
Because I know my value. I know my worth. And yeah,
Naku-curious naman ako. So, ano bang ginawa niya sa meeting na yon? Parang kumakain lang kayo tapos biglang naramdaman mo, ay, medyo nega vibes to Parang di natin ito
Nahirapan
tatanggapin.
yata si
Ah,
Seth eh.
yeah, parang
anong
ano eh,
ginawa
parang
niya?
hindi siya
Inalipos na ka ba niya? Ganon. Sinabihan
hindi
niya
naman
na,
pero hindi
comment,
naman. Pero 'di ba, as a business owner, when working with a client, you need to be synchronized eh. Kaso parang wala kaming pinupuntahan that time. Wala kaming path na natatapos.
Okay.
So, ko na
So, parang nagkakaroon kayo ng discussions, back and forth, pero you're not actually agreeing on something or going to the same direction. So, like, medyo
yes.
opposites yung mga ideas nyo, ganyan.
Yes, because parang wala siyang trust dun sa akin at the first time that we met. So parang minamali niya rin ako kasi nga, as I mentioned before earlier, yung pinakauna kong pain point is I'm young, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So parang may doubt sa isip niya if I can do it. So yun. And then last thing experience that I just want to share. Meron naman ako nakausap na kliyente na sobrang ayos. I mean, sobrang easy kausap, parang napaka-light lang. And then when it comes na natapos na namin yung project, when the project is completed, and the fact na na-post na nila sa social media page that we created, ano na siya, hindi na sila nagpaparamdam. Parang it took me 2 years for them to pay. So parang I beg for them to pay me, even the project is already done. So yun yung medyo hassle on our part, di ba, as business owners, yung collections, naghahabol tayo ng collections. So yeah.
Yeah, and we did have an episode that talked about that last time. You guys should watch that, one of our past episodes. But that's a good point, no? You said okay nung simula, tapos nung kinalaunan, hindi pala. So how
Yeah.
would
May mga
how parang the question there is, paano mo naman pala malalaman na hindi pala okay, no? Let's ask Nico. How about you, Nico? Have you had that similar experience na okay, maganda sa una, ganyan, tapos ang ending, sasingilan pala mahirap? Or minsan,
Hmm.
possible ba yun na okay, mabait sa simula, nung ginagawa na yung project, ang daming side comment, daming revision, daming paulit, daming
Well,
tumatawa
sa
si
akin,
Nico.
hindi, I think with us, with revisions, I think it's part of our industry, lalo na in printing and in layouting. Parang, I think normal naman sa amin yun because syempre, when you're a client, you want what you envision, you want, yun yung makuha mo. So, wala namang parang ganun na hindi naging okay sa dulo. Yes,
Mhm.
I mean for us, okay naman. Parang yung
Oh,
mga revisions, minsan may mga clients talaga na, "Ay hindi, baguhin mo 'to." Tapos 'di ba baguhin
hmm,
namin, then send mo ulit, baguhin mo na naman 'to." Tapos
ah,
parang, "Okey sige baguhin na naman natin." Tapos paulit-ulit. I think si Seth alam din 'to kasi meron din siyang graphic design,
so
totally,
ang
'di ba?
labanan yata
experience.
dito,
Yes,
pahabaan ng
yeah.
pahabaan ng
Pasensya,
pasensya.
yeah, you just have to be
Yeah.
patient kasi they're your clients naman, eh. So, yun.
Pahabaan ng pasensya.
Especially,
Have you ever
yeah.
sige, go.
Yeah, especially when working with creative like me and Nico, creative agencies
Yeah.
and marketing agencies. Yan, sobrang dapat mahaba yung pasensya mo kasi laging may revisions yan every time that you commit or agree with the client. Laging may revisions yan.
Yes.
Okay guys, narinig niyo 'yun, pahabaan po ng pasensya kung kayo po ay nasa creative industry, okay? So kung yung business niyo 'yan, habaan niyo pa yung pasensya, okay? Paano kay Nico, 'pag na-print na, tapos may mali pala?
Ayun lang. Well, well, usually, I mean, for us, part of our parang, let's say, culture sa company, if nagkamali yung client, parang as much as possible, maybe we try to compensate na lang. Sabihin
Okay,
natin, sige, well, you have to pay for it, pero we'll give you a discount na lang.
right, okay.
Kung
To make
kasalanan
them
nila,
feel a
kunwari,
little better, 'di ba?
yes, kasi
So
parang, kunwari, hindi naman nila sinasadya. Tapos
right,
parang, tapos papaprint na naman sila ng bagong set. So parang, take into consideration na lang yung gastos nila, kumbaga.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Kasi
then
may ano
parang
dyan eh, may, yeah.
sige,
Kasi parang Nico, di ba? Parang may two sides dyan. It
ah,
depends kung kasalanan ni client or kasalanan namin. If
yes,
kasalanan ni client, maybe papalagpasin namin ng ilang beses muna because out of consideration with the client,
mm,
out of good muna. And then if
mm,
kasalanan namin, wala kaming magagawa. We
yes,
revise it, overhaul
right,
yes.
it.
So,
yeah,
kami naman, if kasalanan namin, kunwari, kasalanan namin, wala, binibigyan na namin for free.
right.
Parang
Wow.
parang hindi namin sila pinapabayad kung kasalanan namin. So we print the other set kung kailangan i-print tapos kung sabi ng client pwede amin na lang yung napa-print na iba. Tapos parang okay sige, okay lang, no problem.
Have you had a client where they know that you actually made a mistake and yet they still paid you the full amount?
Yes. Yes.
Meron?
Yeah.
That's
Meron
your
din.
quality client there.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Parang
'Di ba?
meron
Oh,
din naman mga ganun.
yeah. Okay. So, okay. Of course, I wanna lead towards how did you find your ideal client. But before I go to that, I wanna ask this question. If you were to describe a non-ideal client for you, what would it be? Like, if the client is like this, like, no, and it's not for me. Like,
Okay.
I want to
Seth,
find out.
muna.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sino ba muna? Ako ba
Game.
muna?
Set.
Sige, go muna.
Yeah, for me, top one para sa akin is yung mga flyby clients. What do I mean by flyby clients? So like I discussed earlier, yung pagtapos na yung project, once na naipasa na sa kanila and they used it already, may mga
Yeah.
clients kasi akong na-experience na umaalis na sila. Kumbaga parang they leave kahit walang bayad. So medyo mahirap habulin kasi pag mga ganun. And hindi mo naman pwede silang ilaban sa lawsuit kasi minsan ano lang minimal amount lang naman yung mga projects, di ba? So,
Oo.
yun, mga
Kaya
ko
alam,
talaga.
Seth, para sa flyby client, paano mo malalaman yun sa simula?
Actually, you kayo, well, pag doon na tayo sa portion na how we can find quality
Okay. O
clients.
sige, you will give your suggestions on that. O sige.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else? So no for you, yung mga flyby clients. What else?
Ano pa ba? Um,
Yun na yung main mo.
yeah, yun yung main ko talaga. Yeah. Secondary siguro is yung mga bad attitude clients na they treat you like lower than them.
Mhm.
Yung medyo may inferiority complex sila.
Mhm.
Ganun din. Sa dami ng kliyente ko, meron talagang mga ganun. And
Meron
yun,
talaga.
yeah.
Yung
Patience
mga
is
power hungry. Yung gusto mo
yeah, yeah,
mahubusan. Pakundo. Balikan mo
yeah,
to.
yeah. May mga
Okay.
ganun. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how about you, Nico? If you were to
Mm,
describe a non-ideal client, like clearly, if you see
mhm.
that kind of person a mile away, you already say close the door.
Ah, um, um, I think same lang with Seth, yung lalo na yung mga tao na parang minsan masyadong bossy.
Okay.
Yun, yung mga ganun, yung tipong, kasi sometimes in the shops, may mga customer na parang, actually meron, hindi ko na lang describe masyado. Parang,
Baka mahulaan.
parang pagpasok niya kasi parang gusto niya siya yung parati una. Ayun,
Okay.
kahit maraming tao nakapila, parang sabihin niya na siya yung, "Ay, print mo 'to," ganyan. Yung mga gano'ng type ng
Okay.
clients. Eh, parang in a shop naman kasi when you go in, siyempre you have to, fall in line, wait for your service, kung may tao pa in front of you. So, ayun, we treat every customer naman fairly. So,
Yeah.
I think yun, follow lang yung rules. Yun.
Okay. So, kailangan, alam niyo na po, 'pag pupunta po kayo sa police printing, kung gusto niyo po maging ideal client, 'wag po tayong
Pila po
bossy
kayo.
pagpasok niyo. Pila po kayo. Okay, anything else? Any other description that you would say that that is a non-ideal client?
Hmm.
Talaga? Hindi niyo naisip yung nasa sa isip ko? Sige, tignan
Hindi
natin
ako.
baka sakali, ano?
Sige, sige. Hindi, well, kung business side na tayo, yung mga clients na hindi not for us, bale.
Yes, oo.
I think, like what I mentioned kanina, yung tinry kong gawin na go big. Parang as of now kasi,
Okay.
uh, those kinds of companies kasi ibang klaseng printing hinahanap nila. Yung more on bulk na mura. That's called offset printing. Yun yung manual
Right.
kind of printing. Us
Yeah,
naman
yeah.
kasi we're digital printing. That's
Okay.
we don't have minimums. Yun yung maganda sa digital. Mas mahal lang konti. I mean,
Mhm.
pero yun, we don't have minimums. You can print marami din naman. Pero yun nga, as of now, hindi pa namin kaya yung super bulk talaga.
Yung huge volumes.
Yes, so ngayon, kasi mahirap mag-compete sa mga offset printers kasi mas cheap yung ano nila yung materials nila. So,
Yeah.
ayun, yun yung
Oh,
sa'kin.
okay. Siyempre na-excite ako, gusto ko din mag-share nung sa'kin, not ideal. Puwede ba?
Sige, share mo na rin. Go na.
Well, right now I represent Adja Deliveries, but really my profession is professional host, right? And event planner. So I guess for me it goes with the experience. So a non-ideal client for me in hosting is a client who wants the cheapest host out there.
Hmm,
So if they're looking for the
okey.
cheapest host, I already say, I'm sorry, that's not me. So what I
Okey.
represent is a lively, intelligent, creative, and elegant host. So if that's what you want, I could be there. But
Mhm,
if you're looking for the cheapest, I can refer you to the cheap ones.
hmm.
Ganon.
Sabi nga ni Seth, know your value.
Yes, know your value, 'di ba? Yes. But I guess for me in my hosting, that comes with experience because I've been hosting for like 20 plus years, right? So,
Mm.
siguro kung medyo hindi pa ako masyadong matagal, baka hindi ko rin kayang sabihin 'yon with confidence, 'di ba? Ganyan. So, okay, now I'm excited to find out. So, we talked about the pains of going through these non-ideal clients. Now my question is, how did you actually find one? Did you actually find an ideal client for you? For you guys, yes?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Siguro naman. Wait,
definitely.
how many
definitely.
years in business? Motion Cabin?
Well, it's about around 4 years in the business
4
already.
years. And then Pauline's Printing, how many years?
Mga 4 years, 4 or 5
4
years.
years then. Okay.
2021, so 5 years na. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 years, 4 years. So in that span of time, how did you find the quality client that is really meant for you? Let's start with Nico.
Okay, okay. So, I think what I learned in the beginning, syempre, since we didn't get the big clients, why not focus on the smaller ones? Like yung mga people who just started their business, offer small items, need labels, calling cards, mga brochures, etc. So I think number one is you should know your market and stick to what you can provide for them for now. Kasi yun lang kaya mo eh. I mean, yung ininvest mo na items, machines, etc. Cater to that market. So instead of wasting your time to people or companies na hindi mo naman kayang providean ng services mo, focus on yung kaya mo. Like parang mas mabuti na yung maraming maliliit kaysa may isang malaki. Yan.
Mm, okay. Really, really good advice there, Nico. So how about you, Seth? How did you actually find your ideal client?
So, yeah. So, para sa akin, before you find that quality client, you need to determine what are the top qualities of that good client, di ba?
Okay.
So, I have three qualities for finding a good client. So, number one for me, as I said earlier, is good payer. So, what I mean with good payer is that they pay on time, and there will be no much hassle when it comes to collecting the balance with the client. These are the types of the clients that we make us afloat as business owners.
Yeah,
And number
yeah.
two is good attitude for the client. So these are the client that is easy to discuss with or talk with. When I say a good attitude, it is a client that is very professional when it comes to creating agreements or committing to their project. And of course, number three is open to collaboration. So for
Yeah.
me, we have a digital marketing agency and a creative company. This is very important. So my ideal client is that someone that is willing to listen, since our goal as an agency is to educate our client, to suggest, recommend, planning, and execution.
Yeah.
So it is very important for us that the client are always we're always on the same side with the client. So
Right.
yeah, and what I usually do when qualifying a client is I set up a meeting muna. And then with that meeting, you can see how you can help them if you can help them.
Uh-huh.
And then also gauge and measure if maganda ba yung maganda ba yung camaraderie yung dalawa. Because maganda dapat is yung client and you have the same have the same path and mind. It creates more more productive collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good. Guys, are you listening to this? And Seth started his business at 21. Oh my gosh. Nahiya po yung mga edad namin. But, Seth has shared really, really good inputs here. And from everything that he just explained, what I'm also taking away from that is he's talking about how the clients respect you and trust you for the craft that you do. Because parang, nag-gets ko yung point niya na parang kung hindi ka believe sa akin, wag ko i-hire. 'Di ba? So parang kaya mo ko hina-hire kasi alam mo kaya kong gawin 'yan. So mag-collaborate tayo para magawa natin yung kung ano man yung project, 'di ba? Ganda. Okay. Really good. Wait lang, naka-mute ka. Seth.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that, Miss Janae. Kasi finding a quality client is ano talaga eh, is very difficult talaga because as business owner we can immediately determine if a client is a good or not, di ba?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there are times na you try to engage and commit to a client for a small project muna to determine if you can work together for a long run. And for example, you find a client na medyo sa tingin mo, first meeting nyo pa lang stressful, then mag-rate kayo ng double rate. You compensate for the stress that you will have for creating those projects, di ba? And then if ever na, if yeah.
Oh,
So if
business
ever na
advice.
ano, yeah. If ever na itake yung project, it's a win for you. Kahit ma-hassle ka, that's double your rate, di ba? Pero
Yeah.
if ayaw niya makipag-commit sa'yo to work with the project because ang taas nga ng rate mo, and then why not, di ba?
Okay,
You use
thank you.
hassle,
Wala
yeah.
kang stress.
Yeah.
Really good advice there. So, I was thinking actually, sabi mo kanina, good payer, di ba? Sabi ko, paano mo kaya malalaman kung good payer siya? Naisip ko, siguro pagka nag-meeting kayo, kumain kayo sa labas, tapos siya yung nagbayad.
Good
Is
payer.
that a sign?
Yeah. Well, that's another hint.
Is that a sign na ano, possibly
Yeah.
good payer? Kaso
That's another hint.
baka hanggang sa kape lang pala, pang coffee shop lang pala yung bayad pagdating ng payment na mahirap na. Okay, guys. So, really, really amazing inputs from two of our wonderful guests. We have some questions here. Okay, can I flash this? Kasi parang pasok siya, no? I think both of you will have a good answer here. It says here, when you encounter a non-ideal client, what is the best way to reject them without sounding mayabang or snarky? Yan. Thank you, Tateng Ang, for sending in your questions. That's a good question. So how?
That's a
Pati ako
difficult
napaisip.
question pala.
Well, for us, when we have to decline a client, we try as much as possible to offer alternatives. Like for example, we can't do something for them. We'll say, sorry, ma'am, sir, we can't do this, but we know someone who can do this, and we can refer them to you. Para they don't hit a dead end. Na parang, shucks, saan napupunta? So at
Yes.
least when you refer them to someone, ano sila? At least may mapupuntahan sila iba.
So
Yun.
paano na yun? Nakapila na yung mga kakompetensya mo na masama loob mo kasi dun mo ipapasa yung problem. Ano?
Hindi, baka sila meron. So, baka
Okay.
magustuhan nila yung client. So,
Okay. All right.
mm.
Okay, very good. So maganda yung sinabi ni Nico kasi hindi mo lang siya tinurn down pero binigyan mo din siya ng alternative solution, right? So that's good. How about you, Seth? Although you already said kanina yung double rate, baka may additional suggestion pa siya.
Yeah, siguro sometimes kasi ano eh, lalo na sa amin creative agency, may mga time na sobrang surge ng projects talaga. Totoo naman, actually may ganong point na sobrang surge ng projects and hindi namin kaya tanggapin because we could not sacrifice the output of the project para lang tanggapin namin kayo. So, yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. And yeah, same as Nico, we provide alternatives naman lagi. We don't leave the client hanging kasi ayaw nila yun eh. So we provide different options for them and we help them along the way naman. Yeah.
Okay. Or siguro 'no, one thing you can also do, habang kausap mo sila, kung normally very jolly and accommodating ka, yung pagkausap mo na sila parang ano, one word answers lang. "Yes, that's
Yeah.
our rate.
Yeah.
Yes, you can check it." Okay, gano'n lang. 'Di ba parang nararamdaman na nila, "Ay parang ang cold nito, parang sa iba na lang tayo."
Sa iba na lang.
Naka na anong tawag dun, nakatunog, ganyan.
Mm.
Okay, we have two more questions here. Okay, really good interaction. Let's read a question from Kathleen HW. So it says here, both of you started young and proving yourself to the companies you seek was hard, but you have surpassed. But you have surpassed. What tips can you give for other young entrepreneurs out there who's also struggling to prove themselves to companies? Oh, that's a good point kasi kanina sinabi mo nga, 'di ba, nung bago ka pa lang and then si Seth, 21 years old, 'di ba? So, what did you guys do? Did you like put on a mask and make yourself look old? This is me, I'm old.
Grow ako ng bigote.
So siguro what I can advise to young people overall siguro you guys have the advantage of time eh. Young people, you can create different mistakes and you can recover from it immediately, di ba? Unlike
Right.
when you start older, di ba? So one thing, yeah, start young, learn from your mistakes, and just do it. And then wait your way up na lang siguro. Especially lagi dapat tayong continuous learning. You can start actually me I started as a full-time graphic designer at one of the companies here in Makati. 3 months ako doon and I learned different things na I already applied to my company now. So hindi porket full-time worker ka lang ngayon, you can be good as a you can have your own business. So you can learn from your full-time work naman eh, and then apply it once you have your company. So
Right.
yeah.
Ganda. Joey, are you listening? Come on now. Let's learn from this guy. Okay, how about you, Nico?
What can you learn? I think uh siguro uh never give up. Napaka
Never
generic yan.
give up.
But I think if you start a business, syempre you have to dedicate your time, your efforts, put everything to it. Parang give your 100%. Parang and
Yep.
failures will come along the way, of course, like what me and Seth experienced. But if something doesn't work, you have to find siguro a different path to make it work. Like for me, hindi gumagana yung Tyco Big Company. So start with a different path. Tapos try to grow from there until you reach your goals. Like for us, we started, then we invested. Medyo bumawi-bawi na yung income. We invested on a machine. It's called a UV printing machine. So we print on solids, hindi lang paper. So we're the only one who has it in BF Homes. I can proudly say that. So ayan, we offer a service that none of the other print shops have. So
Right.
it makes us stand out then. So
Right.
find ways to stand out so
To
that
stand out.
other companies can notice you.
That's good. So here we have a question. I think yung sinagot mo ngayon lang is you're answering this question. She's asking, have you ever failed to prove yourself to a client in terms of final product, and how did you learn from this failure? I think you just answered that, parang
Mhm,
finding a way to make yourself stand out, right? So
mhm.
kung hindi ka dito sa isang side na 'to, may ibang angulo, different
Yes.
strategy. Ganda! Relate na relate din ako, yes. So, okay, guys, if you have more questions, just send it over, okay? And maybe if not in this live, maybe we will send answers to your questions as well. So, because I'm going to go to the third part of my set of questions, which is I know that both of you are part of a networking organization. So, being part of a networking organization, was it helpful for you? Did it actually contribute? Did it boost your sales? Did it boost your confidence? What did it do for you?
Well, definitely. When you're part of a networking organization, syempre it will help. I mean, that's the point of business, di ba? One way to get clients is to syempre market. Uh, and if you're in a marketing business organization, you meet other businessmen, and these businessmen also have friends who are businessmen. So it's just a cycle of maybe hoping to get referrals from them. Lalo na if your service is good, your products are good. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's very it's definitely an edge.
Okay. Thank you, Nico. How about you, Seth? Was it helpful? Naku,
Yeah,
maraming voices.
yeah, I mean, totally. It helped my sa business side. It really helped me a lot because, like, what our topic is, yung finding a quality client. You can have quality clients referred to you by the co-members of that certain market networking networking group, for example. So they can vouch for their friend na this is a quality client na hindi kay iwan basta-basta. Yung mga ganong type. And then on the personal side naman, kasi when you're a business owner, you can discuss business related things with your other friends na hindi naman business owners, right? So when you're a part of a network organization, makakapag-usap kayo freely eh. Like you can talk different discussions about business, how to grow. You know, there are certain discussions that you can discuss with your co-members sa network organization. So yeah, it really helped me a lot. Yeah.
Yes. And I know I'm gonna jump the gun on this one. Is it true, Seth, that you actually had international clients because you've been part of a networking organization? Is this correct? Is my source
Yes,
correct?
that's correct. Yeah, that's one of the happiest days of my early business days. Yeah, because it's from one of my network organization na I'm still part of, and then it's a really big project for me. When I was
What
still,
country was it from?
it's from Germany.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So amazing. So I'm sure that you guys probably wondering or curious what these two wonderful businessmen do, okay? And you probably want to connect with them even more. And we will give you a chance to do that by simply sending us a message over our Facebook page. And if you want to meet more positive and supportive business owners, like, of course, Seth and Nico, then you can visit every Wednesday morning where you can get to meet not just two of them, but even other business owners and surround yourselves with a lot of positivity and, of course, more business. Yes? Okay, so to all our viewers, of course, please don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have topics in mind, please let us know as well. We are at the last part of our episode. But before that, maybe I'll give you guys like 1 minute each if there's some the last few words that you want to say to all our viewers. Nico?
Mm. Ah, ano ba? Anong klaseng message? Ano lang, thank you guys for for the viewers. Thank you for watching. You may if you need printing materials, you can visit our Facebook page, Pauline's Printing. We have Instagram, also Pauline's Printing, and our store is at BF Homes in Pergola Mall. So there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, like one last business advice that you want to share
Advice.
to all our viewers.
I think for me, just keep growing. I mean, if when you start your business, I'm sure it's just you're just scratching the surface, but I'm sure there's a lot more. If you do a lot more digging, you'll find treasure.
Good.
I just made that up. Sorry.
You find good.
So yeah, and I think the more you try to learn more about yourself, take risks, and go out, network. I'm a part of uh, different organizations, and it's really helped me a lot with marketing, being out of the box, yung getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So I think just get out there and learn everything you can possibly learn. So that's my advice.
Okay. Thank you, Nico. All right. How about you, Seth? So, last few like advice
Yeah.
to the business owners out there, and then please promote your business.
Yeah, for me, para sa akin, stick to your routine. Yeah, because for me, meron akong routine every day that I stick with. Like I have this notebook na I plan my day within. And then I really follow that every day. Kahit nakakasawa na siya, pero you need to stick with it. So that's the sacrifice we own when you're growing your business, di ba? And yeah, I would like to thank all the viewers who listened to our discussions. And I hope you learned from us. And of course, you can visit our website at www.motioncabin.com. And you can also message us on our Facebook page, Motion Cabin. So yeah, if you need any help, you can also message me on Facebook if you need any consultations or whatever. Thank you.
Okay, so syempre this is worth mentioning, 'di ba? The supportive people saying, "Well done, Seth and Nico." Yes.
Thanks for
And
this.
then the best sharing of all. Way to go, anak.
Oh, that's my
Yes.
mother. That's my mom. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, mommy. Yes. So proud. Okay, and of course, Gab. Yes.
Hi, Gab.
Thank you, thank
Hi,
you, thank you
Gab.
for everyone who's watching. So, guys, we're at the last part of our episode, and normally, I mean, if it's you've watched our episodes before, I usually put our guests on the spot. So
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
putting both of you on the spot. So tonight is nothing too serious. It's just a random fast talk that I want to ask you guys. All you have to do is answer which one you would prefer. Okay. So this or that. Okay. So I'll say one or this. Okay. So just say which one you want. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay,
Commute si Seth.
Hamid said. Okay. Game.
okay.
Babies or old people?
Babies. Babies for me.
Old people.
Nico, old people.
Yes.
Okay. Time machine or magic wand?
Magic wand.
Time machine for me.
Kailangan mag-opposite talaga kayo. Okay.
Magic wand para pwede mo i-turn back in time.
Pwede, pwede. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Truth or dare?
Truth.
There.
Ang daredevil. Okay. Brains or beauty?
Brains.
Brains. Brains.
Yes. Hunger or boredom?
Hunger.
Boredom.
Hunger.
Halata sa
Hunger.
akin na boredom, no?
I'm starving.
Okay. Okay. Eternal itch or eternal pain?
Eternal
Eternal
itch.
itch. Eternal itch. Yeah.
Eternal
Yeah.
itch. Okay. Free coffee or free Wi-Fi?
Free
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yes. Wi-Fi is
Wi-Fi.
life. Okay.
Wife ko, free coffee.
Quality or quantity?
Quality.
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 Yes.
Quality.
Quality.
Always quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last but not the least. True love or 100 million?
True love.
True love.
Set. Oh, really? Nako, talo kayo ng last na set ng guest ko. I asked this set of questions. Somebody said 100 million.
Nanonood yung wife ko eh, so true love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand you, Nico.
Yes. Okay. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Supreme TV. Again, my name is Janae Rabbit. Thank you for watching of
Thank you guys.
Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so that your business can be supreme. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night.